Tyrell is on the line in Philadelphia. Tyrell, how can we help?
Hey, guys. I hope all is well.
It is well.
Thank you. I'm reaching out because I work as a property manager, and I have a few side hustles that I do as well. I have a vehicle that I purchased, and it was probably a stupid purchase, but basically I owe $39,000 on this Jeep. It's a nice Jeep, and it's worth about $29,000. So I'm upside down about $10,000.
Okay.
My uncle believes. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You're great. I'm sorry, Tyrell. Go ahead.
Okay, no worries. My uncle believes that I should. I also have some money coming in. I work as a realtor, and I have some deals that I'm closing, and I have about $15,000 coming in soon. And he believes that I should just pay off my lower debts, refinance the vehicle to get a lower note, instead of paying the delta and getting the Jeep completely off of my credit.
Okay, so what other debt do you have?
So I'm in the hole about $79,000 total.
Okay.
And that's I have 4 cars total, 3 of which I rent out on Turo, so they actually make some money. I have about another everything else is pretty much credit card and home improvement.
Okay. Can we walk through this really quick, because I think this will help us. Of the three other cars that you rent out on Turo, I'm assuming you owe money on all 3. Is that right?
Yes.
Can you walk us through that? Let's just say car number 1, you choose what that is. How much do you owe on that, and what is it worth?
Okay, car number 1 on Turo. I have a Chevy Malibu.
Right.
I owe $13,000 on that. It's worth about $8,000. And then I have 2 Nissan Versas. They're both about $9,000, and they're worth a little bit more than that, actually. And last but not least is my personal vehicle, my daily driver, which is my Jeep. I owe $39,000 on that, which is, only worth about $29,000.
And how much do you make, Tyrell, a year?
It varies, but last year I made $100,000.
$100,000. Okay.
Does that include the Turo side income?
Yes.
How much are you making a month on all 3 of those cars together? Round numbers on the Turo cars.
Monthly on the Turo cars, I'm making roughly about $2,500.
What are your car payments on the 3 combined?
About $600 combined.
Okay. All right. I wanted to gather that information. Rachel, what are you thinking?
Okay. So Tyrell, here's the deal. We said this in another segment, and it's just the truth. What we have found over 3 decades of doing this to create wealth, lasting wealth, the right way, from point A to point B, one of the biggest things you can do is eliminate debt and not have any payments. And so when I'm looking at the Turo stuff and you're like, yeah, I took out loans to get these cars because it's kind of a business thing. It's a side hustle. So I know you have the motivation and the wherewithal to make money. You're like, I want to be doing some stuff. But with all of this debt flying around, it is sucking not only your energy, but also your income and what you're doing. So if I were you, if I woke up in your shoes today, well, before I do the whole plan, you said you had a home improvement loan. What was that for? How much?
It was when we bought our house a few years ago, the HVAC blew, and they put it on what looked like a credit card. It was frankly bank, but I owe about $4,000 on that right now.
$4,000 on that. Okay. So honestly, Tyrell, I would sell the $9,000. You said you can make some money off that. Maybe you make, I don't know, $3,000-$4,000.
What do you think those are worth? The 2 $9,000 Versas. What are they worth?
They're worth right around $10,000, maybe $11,000.
All right, so you may walk away with $2,000.
$2,000,
but you just knocked out $18,000 in debt.
Yeah. Do you have any savings?
I have about $5,000 in savings.
$5,000 in savings. Okay. So I would take.
And I have a 401k.
Okay. So I would pause 401k investing. Do not worry about investing right now. Once you sell the 2 cars, you're going to be able to knock out the $4,000 with your $4,000 in savings. You're going to have $2,000 left from the 2 cars that you sold. And then I would start working to pay off or to sell the the first car that not your primary car, but the Turo
Malibu,
car,
yeah.
the Malibu for $13,000. You owe $13,000. You're only going to get, $8,000 for it.
But
Yeah.
are you saying we take the $4K out of savings, leaving him with $1,000? That's his emergency fund, baby step one.
Yes.
And with the $1,000 you're going to make on the two Versas, I want to make sure you heard what she said. We're knocking out the debt on all three of those Turo cars.
And the HVAC, the $4,000.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
That
We do
as well.
the HVAC first?
I would do the HVAC first because it's $4,000.
Well, then you got that. So then you got to work on the Malibu. Knock that out.
Yep. And then you're going to work on that car next. And then honestly, we always say don't have 50% of your income tied up in vehicles. And if you can't pay off your primary car in 18 months, you may look at selling it and having to take out a hit of $10,000 of a small loan.
Yeah.
But if you think you can pay it off in 18 months, Tyrell, you can keep your primary car and that'll be the last thing that you pay off.
Yeah.
But I would get rid of all this. You just have stuff floating around. And honestly, the clarity that comes when you don't have all of this stuff that you're trying to manage and all of it, and you focus on your real estate, what you're doing, and then even get a side gig that you're not having to go into debt for, you can always do that. And actually, I would encourage you to do that as you're paying off this debt. But I would realign your energy and where you're looking to make money off of debt and look to rewire that to a place that actually is just bringing you in income and not paying payments. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I know there was a lot there. Sorry, I hope I untangled that correctly for you. I hope it was clear.
Yeah.
But the big thing here is I think you're a really hard worker. I think you're motivated to make money.
No question.
And I think that if you just channel all of that the right way versus using the bank's money by taking out all these like small loans and trying to do this Turo thing, and you focus all of your energy on actually a side hustle that you're killing it, and you take this 15 grand and you throw it more at your debt that's coming in, that 15 grand that you're going to have for your commission, all of this is going to be bubbling up, Tyrell. And I think this time next year, you could be completely debt free.
Without question.
And working your way towards an emergency fund, having some liquid cash again, and then going back to retirement investing and all of it.
Yeah,
So,
and Tyrell, our gift to you to get you started, we're going to get you an FPU. I want you to take it on us because you need to see that debt snowball working for other people at the same time that you're doing it. And then my final encouragement, so hang on the line, we're going to get you an FPU, but I also want to tell you this. If I was in your shoes, I would absolutely get rid of the distraction of Turo, and I would put my efforts into real estate because the upside there is so much greater. And you're entrepreneurial, man. I mean, you've got the drive. I think this is a focus issue, and I think it's a discipline issue. And I think you've learned the hard lesson. It's not worth buying a brand new car. I don't care how cool the Jeep commercial is during the Super Bowl. And believe me, it made me think about it. It got me all patriotic and, I want a Jeep, But here's the deal. Like, it doesn't pay off because now you're looking at getting out of that deal. So, I think you've learned the lessons, young man. I think your future's really bright. Let's get you an FPU. Let's give you the clear path and some accountability and some community that you'll get. And I think Rachel's right. We're going to look back, my friend, and you're going to be a baby steps millionaire because you got the hustle.
That's right. That's a great point about the side hustle. Yes. So if you're already in something like real estate that you just make some great commission and you put more time into that, you could kill it.
Yeah.
Man, we had some calls. When was it? The last, I guess Wednesday when I was on with Dave. 2 different times we were doing the Millionaire Theme Hour. Real estate agents, no college degree.
Yeah.
Everyday millionaires, they're making $300 a year selling real estate. I'm like, man, what a world we live in.
Those are my people.
I know.
No degree required, baby. I don't need a degree to be successful. I don't need a degree to make 6 figures.